Welcome to today's deep dive, curated exclusively for you. Today we're exploring the English Standard Version text of Psalm 37. It is a poem attributed to David.
Right, and our mission here is really to unpack its perspective on a super relatable frustration. I mean, how do you handle it when bad actors just seem to succeed while good people struggle?
Yeah, that very specific sinking feeling when you watch someone blatantly cheat, and they still win. Like, you put in the hard work and play by the rules, and a bad actor just walks away with the promotion.
It creates a ton of psychological friction. We all have this innate craving for justice.
Yeah.
So watching corruption actually get rewarded, well, it feels like a glitch in the natural order of the universe.
Exactly. And that exact frustration is what we're diving into today. The text opens by addressing this feeling, but the very first command we get is honestly incredibly counterintuitive. It says, "Fret not yourself because of evildoers."
Which is really tough to swallow.
Right. Especially when the text vividly describes them drawing swords and, acting ruthlessly against the poor. I mean, anger feels like the only sane response to that kind of injustice. Why explicitly tell us to refrain from anger?
Well, it's because the text is intensely focused on the psychology of the victim. It warns that fretting tends only to evil.
Wait, so getting mad actually makes things worse for you?
Yeah, think about how that mechanism actually works in your brain.
Yeah.
When you obsess over someone else's unjust success, you let their corruption dictate your internal state. Bitterness takes root.
Oh, I see. You might even start rationalizing your own bad behavior.
Exactly. Like if they're cutting corners, why shouldn't you? Obsessing over the injustice just spreads the poison to you.
So it's a self-preservation tactic. The text is telling you not to let their toxicity rewrite your character.
Right. And it backs that up by insisting their success is an illusion. The text assures us they will soon fade like the grass and vanish away like smoke.
But, I mean, in the thick of it, smoke feels pretty solid. It is hard to believe they'll just vanish when they are currently holding all the power.
Yeah, which is why the poem forces a massive perspective shift. It pulls the lens way back.
Okay, how so?
Instead of matching the panic of the moment, the text actually notes that the Lord laughs at the wicked because he sees, quote, his day is coming.
See, here is where it gets really interesting to me. The image of the Lord laughing implies this total unthreatened confidence.
Oh, absolutely.
But reading the descriptions in this text, the world doesn't look controlled. It looks utterly chaotic. The bad guys are literally plotting and thriving.
Right, they are.
So is there something in the way this text is built that reflects that sense of total control?
There is, actually. You have to look at the structural architecture of the poem to see it. There is a brilliant detail hidden in the footnotes. Psalm 37 is an acrostic poem. Wait, meaning what exactly? Like a word puzzle?
Sort of. It means each stanza begins with a successive letter of the Hebrew alphabet.
Oh, wow. Yeah, think about how rigid and unshakable that is as a framework. You can't just skip a letter or rearrange them without breaking the entire alphabet.
So while the words on the page describe a world that feels out of control, the physical structure of the poem itself it's this inescapable perfect grid.
Exactly. It acts as a subliminal message to the reader. The chaos is just surface level. The underlying divine order is as inevitable as the alphabet itself.
That completely changes the reading. If you know the grid is secure, you don't have to panic, which makes the instructions for the meek and the blameless make a lot more sense.
Right. The text tells them to trust, be still, wait patiently, and do good.
So instead of scrambling to counter the bad actors, you just, hold your ground. It sounds like playing the ultimate long game.
It is a total contrast in how you build. The text describes a wicked man spreading himself out like a green laurel tree. The footnotes note the exact identity of this tree is uncertain, but its fate is certain.
It just vanishes.
Yeah, you look for it, and it's gone. It is explosive, temporary growth without roots.
Like a speculative financial bubble. It looks massive right up until the second it completely pops. And the righteous,
They operate on a completely different timeline, they lend generously, and their steps are established.
even if they face setbacks.
Yes, the text explicitly acknowledges they might stumble. It says, though he fall, but they aren't cast headlong. The Lord upholds their hand.
That is a huge promise.
It is. They are promised they will inherit the land and delight in abundant peace. It's slow, unshakable growth.
So instead of fixating on the flashy, immediate gains of the ruthless, you let the bad actors be smoke, and you focus on building a foundation.
Precisely. It shifts your energy from anxiety over what others are taking to stability in what you are building.
We have really explored how Song 37 reframes immediate injustice through the lens of ultimate justice and hidden order.
Yeah, it is a much healthier perspective.
It really is. And to wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with this to chew on. If the ultimate reward is true, lasting peace, how does shifting your focus from what you achieve to how you achieve it change the way you react to tomorrow's unfair challenges?